Representative Reynolds.
Here.
Representative Blackshear.
Here.
Bedsole. Hall. Here. Representative Beasley. Representative Eastbrook.
Here.
Representative Gibbons. Here. Representative Lamb.
Here.
Representative Lee. Here. Representative McCampbell.
Here.
Representative Mooney. Representative Sorrell. Here. Representative Sells. Representative Underwood. Representative Warren. Here. Representative Witt.
Here.
11 yes. Quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Harper. And if you will call the first bill, I think it's the HB 66 that we rolled over from last committee.
House Bill 66 by Representative Tillman, motor vehicles, driver's license, designation of certain medical conditions provided for.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to roll that bill over. And I think you adopted one amendment.
Yes, sir.
And I think we've got two more to go.
Yes,
so
sir.
if you're ready to offer your second amendment.
Yes. Mrs. Representative Searles.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Representative
Chairman. What this amendment will do, will replace lines 79 through 84 on page 3 with number 2, autism spectrum disorder, number 3, traumatic brain injury, number 4, epilepsy, number 5, schizophrenia, or number 6, a cognitive disability.
Okay, Ms. Hall, do you have a question?
There's two other.
Yes,
different
two.
amendments.
Yes, there's one more.
We've already adopted that one. The lines 83 through 84 we adopted last week.
Any questions about the amendment? Do you have a motion in favor?
I make
Motion, second?
second.
Second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, it brings up the second amendment.
Yes, Representative Bracy was, so I would ask Representative McCampbell to offer.
Representative McCampbell.
Second Amendment.
It's dealing with the discretion.
Yeah. Is this the one, replace line 60 through 61?
Yes, sir.
Page 3. Replace line 60 through 61 on page 3 with the following. Create a discrete designation or mark to place on the license form.
You have a motion and second.
Motion to approve.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approve? Okay, your second amendment's approved. And then we're back on the bill, committee members. Any other questions, or we're ready to vote? Got a motion for a favorable? Second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Your bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mr.
sir.
Chairman. Thank you,
Appreciate you
Committee
working
members.
with us on that.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next bill, Ms. Crawford. Ms. Harper. Crawford.
House Bill 79 by Representative Crawford, vessel registration amends voter registration fees and their distribution.
Chairman Crawford, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. We passed a bill about 4 or 5 years ago that was a reservoir management grant bill where people could build more ramps and things like that, a grant program. When we set it up for a $5 fee be added to the registration. That jeopardized Coast Guard grants of $661,000 each year. So we took the $5 added to the registration, then the revenue department would send it to the fund. So it's the same money, it's just we had to redo it where we could keep our grants.
So not a new tax, it's combining both 250 and 250.
Yeah, if it was a $18 and then a $5, it'll be a $23. And then the $5 will be sent to the grant program.
Okay. Any questions from the committee? Ms. Hall.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding. The additional $5 would have gone to what group?
It was going. We've had it now about 4 years. So like registration would go like it normally does when you register a boat. Then the $5 went to the grant fund, reservoir management grant fund, where people, it's been handled by the conservation department. So that $5 is put to the registration and then taken back out by the revenue to send to the grant fund. The same thing, it's just a different way of managing it. or we don't get.
You give the money, but then you take it away.
We collect the money, and then rather than registration is here and then the $5 there, we collect it all, and then revenue sends the $5. Same money, no one pays any more.
One more question. Does that mean you have just a set fund of which $5 would go to the grant side? Is that how it's
There
set
is that fund, every boat that's registered, $5 goes into that fund.
Thank you.
Make a
Thank
motion.
you, Representative Easterbrook.
Make a motion.
Good.
Yes.
You have a question?
No, I make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion.
Favorable.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Bill receives a favorable report. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee.
Next bill, Ms. Harper.
Senate Bill 35 by Senator Kitchens, vessel registration, amends voter registration fees and their distribution.
Senator, welcome.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's good to be with my former colleagues on this committee. I'm just going to say ditto to the last bill. This is the exact same bill we have. We passed it out of the Senate last week. Happy to answer any questions.
Is that how it works? The senator, the House does the work, and the senator just comes down here and presents the bill? I mean,
That's a pretty good team effort to me.
I believe he's always done it that way.
I'm surprised he found his way back down here.
Entertain a motion.
I move.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Chairman
Senator.
and committee.
Next bill, Ms. Harper.
House Bill 255 by Representative Bedsole, Alabama Crime Victims Compensation Commission, filing of claims further provided for.
Representative Bedsole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Alabama Crime Victims Compensation Fund is a group of funds that are available to qualifying victims of mostly violent crimes. Currently, the deadline to apply for those funds is set at 1 year. And what this bill would do is move it to a 2-year period. The 1-year filing deadline for crime victims' compensation benefits presents some significant challenges. As you can imagine, the fact-finding piece after a crime has occurred in which they're possibly looking for the perpetrator of the crime, eventually leading to the trial piece, and eventually, hopefully, to a conviction. During that time, the victims may not be focused on and understanding there's funding available. Simply, we're just wanting to create that 2-year window in which they can apply for that funding.
Okay. Any questions? Well, we'll have an amendment. Any questions on the bill before we move to the amendment? Representative Campbell.
Quick question. Could it not be more valuable if we allowed this to go after the period? In other words, is that a total 2-year period from the time you catch them until the time of the conviction, or what?
So it's a 2-year period in which time after that they were a victim of the crime. It's important to note there is an appeal process that's available even to today, but sometimes that process can be cumbersome. So I think in an effort to be responsible to the budgeted funds that are available, not pushing it out too far, but to your point, there is a process that if we needed to go further, there is an appeal process.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll accept your amendment now. Who's got the amendment?
Representative Sorrells?
Representative Soares.
I have it.
Okay, we passed
Okay,
it to Representative Lee.
Replace line 62 on page 3 with the following, 1,2026.
Yeah, just in the haste and creation of the original draft to get it filed, the effective date was incorrect. This just corrects it.
Okay, entertain a motion. So move. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Have a motion on the back on the bill. Second. All in
Second.
favor, say aye. Opposed? Bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you, Mr.
sir.
Chair and committee. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Next bill, Ms. Harper.
Senate Bill 134 by Senator Beasley, taxation, tobacco, interstate warehouse or permits required, penalties imposed for violations.
Chairman Lee, you carrying that?
All right, I see the representatives doing the work again for the senators, but this is the same bill that we were passed out of last week, HB 145. It actually eliminates having to do that third party, allowing businesses to send straight to their own business and be able to continue to do business, cuts a large expense out and really expedites the process.
Very good. Any questions? Have a motion? Motion. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Bill receives a favorable report. Next bill, Ms. Harper.
House Bill 159 by Representative Bolton, benefits circuit clerks authorized to participate in supernumerary program and employees retirement system based on separate years of service.
Representative Bolton, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. What this does, the old supernumerary system of retirement that the circuit clerks were in, there's just a small handful of people who are still on it, and it's going to allow them to draw over from the regular retirement system and that one to close that out, the same way that we did for district attorneys last year.
And key word, they have paid into the retirement
That's
system.
correct. And also, I've spoken with Ms. Scott, and RSA helped to draft this bill. They're fine with it.
Very good. Questions? Ms. Hall?
So I'm looking for the number because, you know, for the last 30 years, we've been talking about this issue. And
It'll eventually be
continues.
zero.
About 18 people. You're talking
So
about
there
the
are
number of clerks?
18.
Yes, ma'am.
And when I looked, I don't think, I was looking for the fiscal note, which says that it would not affect any additional funding. So whenever they are already, and how many, 18 people?
A maximum of 18, yes, ma'am.
Do we have a timeline when that is, in which you're looking at that would possibly fall off? You know, those 18 people will have reached that time and.
Depending on their age, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on our passage of this bill. probably.
That's exactly right. I was passing this, and also when the circuit clerks that are there now, when they retire.
Okay.
Motion for approval.
Motion?
Make a motion.
Second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Your bill receives a
Thank
favorable
you, Mr.
report.
Chairman.
Appreciate your work on this.
Absolutely. Thank
We're
you.
finally getting all this cleaned up. All right. Ms. Harper, next bill.
House Bill 181 by Representative Marques, dredging coastal areas dredged materials required to be beneficially used by persons dredging certain amounts.
Representative Marques, and for the committee, we mainly just asked that this bill be redirected to the general fund related to caution about any future impact on the general fund. So that's kind of our narrow scope today. Representative Marques, thank you for working with everyone today, all the members that came here to the port, the bay keepers, am I saying that right, bay keepers, then LSA, and certainly leadership that got involved, kind of make this happen, so really, really appreciate your work. And I believe we've got two amendments.
That's correct, sir. Well, Mr. Chairman, I echo what you just said. I thank you for your help with getting this bill put together and everybody coming together and working on it and getting it to this point where everybody seems to be happy for right now. But I do appreciate your help and your work on this. And, you know, this is a important bill to all Alabamians. The Bay is important to all Alabama. It is an economic driver and a tourism driver for the state. And this bill is being presented as that. And there is going to be a couple of amendments, and y'all should have them in your packet. And they are both friendly amendments, and this gets everyone to where they are happy with it. Chairman Reynolds wanted to make sure the general fund was protected, and the ports wanted to make sure the federal dollars were intact and protected also. So with that said, I'll be happy to answer any questions. And
let's go ahead and adopt the amendments. And Representative Black.
All right, I got the first one. Replace lines 58 on page 3 with the following. The dredged material to be beneficially used, no funds appropriated from the state general fund to a person shall be used for expenses incurred by the person to comply with the requirement of this section.
Have a motion? Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the amendment is adopted. Second amendment.
Thank you, Mr.
Representative
Chairman.
Sarles.
Replace line 65 on page 3 with the following, subsection C. Except to the extent that federal funds are available and have been allocated for beneficial use when permitted, and approved beneficial use sites are available in the state and have a demonstrated capacity for suited material, or 2, if the governor by order or proclamation.
Question, Ms. Hall?
Tell me exactly what you mean. What is?
yes.
What are you doing?
And I can get the Port Authority, if it's with your permission, to kind of address this. This is something that they were making sure that it was in the bill itself. Would you
And
mind,
really,
Catherine?
that'd be fine. And the court pulled the public hearing, but we will allow explanation just because they work so great with us and really kind of along the same lines as we did for the general fund. They want to make sure this don't fall back on the port.
So just explaining, making sure I'm understanding, explaining this amendment here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this ensures that the additional funding that could be required to comply with this bill would not fall to the Port Authority or to the state directly. It would rely on federal funds to be available. Right now, it is the responsibility of the Corps of Engineers to maintain the channel, so it would keep that intact.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate your work on this.
job.
Okay, back to the amendment. Motion, second? Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we've adopted both amendments. We're back on the bill. Any questions on the bill? We got a motion with the amendment, second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Your bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you. Thank you,
thanks, sir.
committee. I appreciate your help.
Sure. And thank you, committee. I think I made it around to each of you that we kind of bent the rules. If it was a public hearing, we were going to vote anyway. We stuck to that, but just publicly want to say that everybody agreed to. So, all right, motion to dismiss. Adjourn. We're adjourned.